But here's what I've learned. I've learned how bad the facts are in the UK. Thousands of rape victims, thousands. Outright rape, as in Chelsea's case, and also the systemic exploitation and grooming and prostitution of young British girls by Muslim rape gangs who will identify a teenage British girl. They'll flatter her, maybe buy her gifts, maybe get her drunk or some drugs, get her hooked, maybe tell her they love her, a first boyfriend, and then, for example, film the girl in a compromising situation and then show her the video and threaten her that if she doesn't become a prostitute for them and let all of their fellow rape gang members have their way with her, they'll show those videos to their parents or put them online. I'm not speculating about this. This is in the various reports on how 1,400 white girls were raped over the course of years in Rotherham, a small city not much bigger than the size of Saskatoon. 1,400 girls, a whole generation of that city was raped. They would tell one girl that if she didn't let all the Pakistani men rape her, they'd burn down her father's business. It was that sort of thing. That's what I mean by grooming and exploitation. Everyone knew what was going on in Rotherham. You can't rape 1,400 girls without the city knowing. Social workers were the first to know. Doctors were next, police, politicians, the media. But all of them kept silent, all of them, for fear of being called racist. Again, that is not my speculation. That is the testimony of so many officials in the inquiry after the first 1,400 girls were raped. They preferred girls being raped in Rotherham to being called racist if they tried to stop the rapes. I read about one case of a mother dragging her freshly raped teenage daughter into the police department and begging the police for help, and the police threatening that mother that if she didn't go home and shut up and take her girl, the mother herself would be charged with dereliction, that she would be charged with being a bad parent for letting her daughter fall into drugs and alcohol. That's what the police in Rotherham did. That is the UK today. The revelations of Rotherham have not fixed that. The same politicians in Rotherham were re-elected. The same police, the same prosecutors, the same media still run the place. Here, let me prove it to you. This is a press release from the police force in Sunderland, where Chelsea Wright is from. This is their response to Tommy's first video and to the first march there 2 weeks ago. They basically called Chelsea a liar. Despite the DNA evidence, despite the arrest, despite the eyewitness, despite her own testimony, they call her a liar, and they conclude their press release this way. They say, quote, "This would seem to be a deliberate attempt to undermine the very strong community cohesion that currently exists across the force area, and we urge our communities to see it for what it is." Oh, so that's what the Sunderland police are about. They're not about policing. They're not about law enforcement. They're not about helping a rape victim. They're all about the very strong community cohesion. Let me translate from BS into English for you. If we were to prosecute these 5 or 6 Muslim migrants for gang raping this British mother, that might make some people in town uncomfortable, and we can't have that. If a few British girls have to be raped, or a few thousand, or a few tens of thousands, well, we must keep up appearances. Come on, Chelsea, just have a stiff upper lip. So do you see why our UK team is so important? They're telling stories that no one else is telling, that no one else wants to have told. That's an excerpt from my daily TV show, The Ezra Levant Show. Normally it's behind a paywall, but I thought you'd like this video, so we put it on YouTube. If you want to subscribe to watch the daily show every day, including always 2 interviews a day, and I read my hate mail, just click on this screen and become a premium member.